What's up, my peeps? This is your homebed Woody's here. Welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. I forgot where I was. I'm having a time. Who else forgot where they were? Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. I feel like a good idea would be this, and then this. That's a good idea. Because it takes up their action points. Big brain. And then just fucking gun it. Gun it, don't look back. I'm outnumbered. They're on high alert. Nothing can go wrong. At all. Yes. The U-Bahn ride home is smooth and uneventful. The high-ups at OTK International must be scrambling to try and recover their losses. It's only a matter of time before they make the call and Amsel's compromised data is uploaded to Nidoron's comlinks. You're going to be rolling into Ass Technology with one hell of an advantage. Not bad for a night's work. Yeah, I know. I kind of got outrun and then put them on... Oh, I also lied to a lady. But... That's less of an issue, I guess? I don't know. How much money do I have? That's not a lot of money. I have 7 karma, too. Fuck. I want more health. That's something that I want. But... if I get shotgun, and then I get rifle, or shotgun and dodge, or I don't get anything. I'll just get health. I'm boring like that. I'll just get health. Look at me go. Wowie. On my way. Yahoo. I'll go here. I hate this mission because there's one hateable character that I can't fucking stand. As the U-Bahn hums towards the Frankfurter Tor, you tug idly at the fabric of your maintenance uniform. You found it in a duffel bag on your seat when you boarded, along with a note from to put it on before your arrival. The moment you step off this train, the note said, your trial run begins. You are to rendezvous with the rest of your team. Rick, whatever that word says, I have small brain disease. The building, and plant the specified devices in Aylshire's suite. Beyond that, your approach will be left to you. Do not disappoint us. You are being watched. I'm always being watched. This is Shadowrun. Hey, come on. Well, there's no noise. As you emerge from the dingy confines of the U-Bahn terminal and step into the light of day, you find yourself confronted by a wall of muscle in a Nidoron uniform. And he doesn't question why you have 2 cyber arms. You're with maintenance. It isn't a question. It isn't a question. He stands impassively, waiting for a response. No, I'm a Shadowrunner here on a job. You know... Yes, sir. Have you seen any other maintenance guys around here? Yeah, they've been trickling in over the last 15 minutes or so. I've already done a security check in your entire crew. Everything checked out, so you're good to head on in. You're good to head on into the building whenever you want. Thanks for your time. He nods at you. Have a good one. Having a good one isn't something I do. I have bad ones. A young dwarf looks up at you, wide-eyed with apprehension. From the way she's fidgeting, you can tell she's terrified. She bites her lower lips, eyes darting from side to side. Finally, she takes a step towards you. Hello? Are you Miss Flatline? I take it you're on my maintenance crew? Yeah, yeah, I am. My name is Jana. Jana? Jana? One of those two. She tries on a smile and falls away almost immediately. Ha! Good. No smiles here, only sadness. Okay, where are the other two? I was told that there would be 4 of us. They sort of jumped the gun a little. They're already inside. Let me get this straight. They charged on into the building, and you didn't do anything to stop them. Dwarf wrings her hands. I told them to wait. Our instructions were clear, I said. We need to go in as a group. But they didn't listen to me. They just went on in anyway. This is my favorite part. Alright, calm down. I see that you have a toolbox. Are you a rigger or something? She swallows. Well, no. I'm not like you, not like the others. You should probably know that. Then what are you like? A normal person? Hey, that's Dizzy! You're supposed to be sitting silently in the background watching like a cool spectator guy. Shh.
I was never here.
A normal person with a boyfriend and a cat and a shitty apartment. I'm not a career criminal is what I'm saying. I'm just an electrician. If you're not a Shadowrunner, what are you doing on this crew? Her face flushes red. I'd rather not talk about it. Let's just say that someone did me a favor once, and that coming along on this thing is how I have to repay it back. Or I have to pay it back. How I have to repay it back. Good job, brain. I think my brain's like melting out of my fucking ear. Look, in the end, it doesn't matter. I have to be on this run, and you have to bring me along. It's what they want. Alright, fine. You come along. But stay in a line of fire, you got me? She nods eagerly. Gladly. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't even want to be here. Yeah, well, I'm sure that we all have things we'd rather be doing. Now, you said that our teammates went inside. Are you certain about that? They'll still be on the first floor. Nobody's getting upstairs until I bypass the security locks in the elevator. That's why I decided to wait out here for you. Wait for you out here. Yeah, that's how she'll talk. I figured that they couldn't get too far ahead of us if I didn't go inside with them. Good thinking. Thanks. I just hope that they don't screw things up in there. All that I want is to get this thing over with and get back home. Speaking of which, let's get going. Moving. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Alright, come along, Jana. We're gonna go on and have fun times. I'm going to purposefully let someone die. A mid-level corporate compound, complete with living spaces on the upper levels. Okay, that's cool. There's a guy over there. Whoa. I wish I didn't drink all my fucking water. My water's empty now. As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing the same kind of uniform that you are. Judging by their expressions, there is no love lost between the two. Hearing the door swing open, they turn to face you. The shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed into his belt, glares at you. You're here, finally, and you've brought our little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. You're tardy enough as it is. He jerks his thumb at the elf standing beside him. I'll leave it to you to keep our pack mule in line. The elf's lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his back is a bulging pack that looks incredibly heavy. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside. He's dumb as a post, but he can lift heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight either. At the very least, he can suck up a few bolts for the rest of us. Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single susurrant breath. Susurrant? Susurrant. 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 Sea anemone. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the words is an ugly one. Oh, and I hope that you can speak the elven language. He shakes his head in disgust. Damned useless immigrants. Do us all a favor and keep your opinions to yourself. The corner of his mouth lifts into an ugly smirk. You may be the leader of this team, but I'll speak my mind whenever I please. Get used to it.
And that's why I'm gonna let him die.
Oh, and by the way, think you could have gotten here any later, pal? I've got an important meeting to get to, and if I'm late, the shit is going to hit the... This isn't getting us to your meeting any faster. He flashes a hateful glance at the dwarf, then turns his attention back to you. No, it isn't. So let's get to the penthouse and plant the cameras. I'll mask them against detection, and then we can all go our separate ways. The elf mutters something under his breath and hitches the bulky pack up a little higher on his back. His muscles bulge under the strain of it. Big burp. Are you sure that our friend here only speaks Elven language? To my immense disappointment, yes. A Tirtangir dialect by the sounds of it. There we go. That's how you say words.
Are we learning?
I wish that he'd do us all a favor and go back. That was also the wrong tone, but I'll hang myself later. Address the elf. Can you understand me at all? The musical tones of the elvish tongue pour out of his mouth again, but you can't make out a word. His dialect is quite foreign. Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading earlier. It's unlike the form of spoken by the elves of Ninog. The elf falls silent. He looks just as frustrated as the mages. So Lucas sent me in here with a civilian, an asshole, and a guy who doesn't speak German. Wonderful. Your words don't seem to have much impact. The elf's scowl deepens. I get the distinct impression that none of you actually want to be here, but we've got a job to do, so you're all going to have to suck it up and deal. The mage leers at you. Wonderful pep talk. Really, really magnificent. I can see why you were placed in charge of this run. Now, can we please get going? I don't have all day. We know. You have a meeting. I can get us into Ailshire's apartment. Maybe it's Ailshire's? I don't fucking know. But there are a few things that we need to do first. If you can get me into a building access panel that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, I should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative rewiring. Well, that and whatever's in that pack that the elf is carrying. Our employers gave me the schematics. And do you know where we'll find this access point, mouse? Quit calling me that! She takes a moment to calm herself. And yes, I do. There's an access panel in one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. My contact gave me a key code that should get us in. You said should twice already. That makes me feel uneasy. Well, there's nothing that I can do about that. It's the plan that I was given and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we'll just have to follow our instructions out for the best. He turns to face you. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor and I can rewire the elevator. That's the first thing that we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we use the code I was given, I rewire Ailshire's security system, and we hide the cameras in his apartment. Her brow furrows. Well, that's the theory anyway. Alright then, let's go, without a capital L. Have James hide the cameras in the apartments. Pfft. I'm gonna let him die. I don't fucking give a shit. The well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. Heavy worry lines etch his forehead, and his eyes are bloodshot. He looks like he hasn't slept in a month. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. If this is about building maintenance, take it someplace else. James' cheeks flush red. He takes a step forward. Watch it. You don't get to talk down to me like... The orc bristles. Like a janitor? Yes, I do, because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing the uniform, you better watch the attitude. Now, isn't there a floor that you you could be cleaning or something? I've got a lot on my mind to worry about. Important things. I don't want to be bothered. You think that that just because we're in maintenance, we don't understand what you're going through? I have 621Bs to file before the day is out, and if I don't, I can kiss my efficiency bonus goodbye. He's stupid. He doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. With a visible effort, he calms himself. Look, sorry, I'm not trying to be unpleasant. It's just that I have a huge presentation to give to the board in 20 minutes. I stayed up all night practicing it, and now I'm so tired that I can't even remember my own name.
Hey, what's your name?
That's rough. He shakes his head miserably. I'm gonna botch this. And the worst part is most of those bastards will assume that because I'm an orc, fuck! I'm going to botch this. And the worst part is, most of those bastards will assume that it's because I'm an orc. They already make jokes behind my back. After this, it's gonna get a lot worse. That's tough, man. Best of luck. He scowls and continues to pace. Thanks, man. Let's inspect this. What's this thing? Is that a dragon? A boutique et food kiosk. The sign out front advertises a variety of locally sourced foodstuffs, all of them terribly overpriced. Take a close look at the food on offer. Glancing at the self-serve refrigerated section of the kiosk, you find a variety of sandwiches wrapped in slick plastic. You could eat for a week for the price of one of these things. Step away. I don't want to eat for a week on just sandwiches that are overpriced. Hey, what's in here? Hey. Hello. Howdy. The guard steps forward, interposing himself between you and the terminal. Your security clearance doesn't authorize you to be in here. We're doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all major systems. Let's take a look at your terminal. You know that I can't do that. You don't have the appropriate clearance to touch this terminal, let alone service it. Besides, it's been working great since the other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised you don't have that in your records. You know how it is with us management. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous. Story of my life. You have my sympathies. Well, we'll be on our way then. Take it easy. You know, if I wasn't a Shadowrunner, I'd think these people were really nice.
But really, they just want to shoot me.
A tailor. I'm fine. The saleswoman's expressions brightens at your approach. Welcome to Dunkley's Fine Clothiers. Are you shopping for a suit? A fashionable business suit made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It would be a simple matter to slide it on under your baggy maintenance overalls. Let me see that suit. Ah, good choice. Style and safety. You have a good eye. They're not real. They're cyber. She takes your arm. Your cyber arm. I have a lot of cyber technology. Here, let me show you to a dressing room. Oh, I'm poor. I'm sorry, I can't buy this. I'm poor. We all have to make a living. Sometimes being a janitor isn't a good one. Jaina studies the junction box for a moment, then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both in the same circuit, too. So, I could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. She looks at the junction box again and nods. Yeah, I could feed a nice power spike into that one from here. You know, if you wanted me to. Oh, wait, what would that do? Make a loud bang, and arc enough voltage into the hallway to knock out a gang of orcs, or trolls. Alright. Fry him. Now he's dead. It made a loud bang. I feel like that happening isn't good. I'll take this. Hey, I have a security card. I know there's a thing in here that lets me have, stuff. Okay. I'm sorry. Bye. Bye, have a good day. Excuse me, sir. Corporate woman. Let's talk to yo. A well-groomed corporate couple stand in the corner, browsing. Let's just say browsing. They're kinda bad. Browsing racks of pamphlets about neural enhancement headwear. The woman's head turns at the sound of your approach. Upon seeing your uniform, her nose wrinkles. Oh, hello. Are we in your way? Your way. We wouldn't want to keep you from your work. Her spray-tanned husband chimes in. Right. The last thing we want to do is come between you people and whatever it is that you do. Yeah, we've got some repair work to do. The flux dilator is leaking coolant. A real messy job, believe me. His eyes widen. Is that dangerous? We should call security. No, not that. No need to panic. It isn't dangerous or urgent. Say, what are you looking at there? Just want to know. And this, he holds up a display model that they were inspecting so that you could see it. A small chip along with a glossy, attractive information sheet. It's a pediatric skill wire plus system for our son. A little Hans deserves the best, and he'll need it if he's going to compete with his classmates at the academy. That means headwear from Augmentech. We may not be as rich as the other parents, but this, at least, is something that we can do. I'm surprised that they sell cyberware for children. Don't the kids, I don't know, outgrow it? The man sighs. Yes, he'll need another one in a year, and every year after that, from now until college. But I suppose that's the price for success.
Is it really a success if you cheat?
Our son's classmates come from affluent families. Even the least successful of Hans' peers is a pediatrics encephalon, and it ranges on up from there. I can't read. The academy grades on a curve. If we were to send Hans to a school without any enhancements, we'd be setting him up for failure. What about the kids that can't afford cyber surgery? The scholarship students, you mean? He pauses, considering. Well, I suppose that someone has to be at the bottom of the pile. Yes, but that someone won't be our Hans. I really want these people to die too. These stuck-up sons of bitches. Gladly they can't hear me saying this, because otherwise they would probably call security. The one security guard that's down here. Which then we would all shoot and murder to death. But then the whole run would be blown, but nah, we don't want that. It's an unfortunate situation, of course. He cocks his head apologetically. But then, that's the world we live in, isn't it? It is. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. It's a dog-eat-dog world. The sooner your son learns that, the better. Color me surprised. I'd expect a woman of your social strata to rant and rail against a system like the Academy's. Why? I may earn less than you do, but that doesn't mean that I arbitrarily hate the rich, or that I think the world should change just to make things easier for me. That is so refreshing. Thank you for sharing your opinion with us. It's so rare to hear someone like you who accepts the way that things are. Indeed. Look, this has been a really interesting discussion. Enthralling. She flashes you a brilliant smile. But we really need to finish our shopping trip. So if you wouldn't mind. No, of course not. You two have a good day.
I hope you fucking die.
You too. Hey, can I buy this encephalon? Her cheeks dimple like wall. Good afternoon and welcome to Augmentech, the boutique that makes a better you of you. Her voice is overflowing with forced cheerfulness. Idly, you wonder how many times she has to give this exact speech every day. Oh boy! Tell me how I can help you today. I might be in the market for some cyberware. Then you've come to the right place. She gestures to the terminal in front of you. Please feel free to browse our catalog. We have a huge stock of performance-enhancing augmentations to make you into the person you've always dreamed you could be. Okay. Scanning over the most tastefully designed catalog, you find that most Augmentech stock consists of overpriced cosmetic cyberware, metabolic tweaks to help burn away cellulite, hair extensions, ultra expensive treatments aimed at the wealthy. These are big words. Oh, jeez. Toward the back of the catalog, you find more practical chrome, but nothing that a cyberware or cyberware. I'll kill myself now. From designer replacement limbs to nephretic screens for alcoholics, Augmentech carries the very best in fashionable implants for the ultra-rich. The mental enhancement section is a little more promising, but you don't see anything that you couldn't already find in the Cruise Bazaar. As you're about to turn away when an ad on the last page catches your attention. The newest iteration of the encephalon system, complete with an integrated math SCPU. SPU. Not SCPU. That would be something completely different. The Encephalon Next, registered, as it's called, is bleeding edge commercial grade tech. Non-compete What? Non-compete. Whatever this word. Non-complete agreements? Something agreements prevent it from being sold at most stores, but you found one that carries it. Hey, this headwear looks interesting. Mind if I take a look? She glances at the item on the screen. Looking at the new Encephalon, huh? Good choice. Our regional supervisor has one, and it is amazing. Totally worth the price. And what is the price? It doesn't say on the screen. We're doing a special right now. Yours for only $250. Hey,
I have about that much.
that's actually really cheap. Okay, sign me up. That's wonderful. Good choice. I'll just swipe your credit stick and then I'll print up your purchase order. Okay, where do I go to get it installed? Is your dock in the back or something? Her brow furrows. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that you don't understand. We're a boutique shop, not a cyber surgery clinic. We can sell you the device and have it sent to a clinic of your choice for installation, but we don't do the surgery here. Of course, your doctor will be used separately for installation, but this way you can ensure that the procedure is carried out wherever you're most comfortable. I'll still take it. Please have it sent to the Triage Cyber Clinic in the Cruise Bazaar. She swipes your cred stick and punches a few buttons on her PDA. A flimsy stick of paper spits out of the terminal you're standing at and into your hand. Oh my god, it's paper! I haven't seen this in years. Saleswoman beams at you. You are now the proud owner of an Encephalon Next. We'll have it sent to the Triage Cyber Clinic as per your request. When you arrive, just show the doctor or a member of his staff the proof of purchase that you're holding, and he'll know what to fetch for you. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, what? I said nothing. Okay, I'll have, okay. He has a Nuyen symbol. And this is a dead guard. He's fucking dead. We don't talk about how dead he is. Alright, Pipsqueak. Do your shit. Oh, that's a good stretch. Wordlessly, Jana pops pops an access panel at the base of the terminal and begins snipping wires. A few minutes later, she replaces the panel's cover and stands. Alright, that should do it. I bypass the security lock in the elevator. We're good to head upstairs. That was quick. I know my way around electrical systems. My father used to own rental proprietaries, Jesus Christ, all over Munich, and I helped him maintain them. She smiles shyly. I've been rewiring buildings since I was a little girl. Touching. I don't know what this has to do with getting me to my meeting, but please, by all means, keep waltzing down memory lane. We'll wait. Are you ever not a dick? Are you always a giant cock? Cause I would not suck you if you were a penis. Cause you're fucking stupid, and I hate you. If you make me miss my meeting, you'll see exactly how much of a dick I could be. You're supposed to be our leader, so pull your head out of your ass and lead us. Preferably in an upstairs direction so that we can get done with this before security catches us. I really am going to be happy when you die. Mostly because I don't like you. Wah! Such a surprising moment that I don't like him. Scale from 1 to 10. How much don't I like you? A lot. That's off the charts. Alright, I'm gonna need you to get me to this floor's access panel. I'll be in room 303 on this floor. The door combination is 14291. She glances up at you. Make sure to write that down. Shit, I don't have a pencil. Yeah, I've got it. Got it in my brain. 11111. Okay, once I'm there, I'm gonna put the penthouse door in maintenance mode. That'll set its key code combination to 111111111111111111111. So we shouldn't have any trouble getting into play with the cameras.
Spoiler alert, they're not cameras.
We've been making halfway decent time. Not good, but not terrible. But I can't afford any more delays. He cracks his knuckles. I hope that no one gets in our way, for their own sake. Yeah, tough guy. We're in a hurry. You're in a hurry. We get it. Shut up about it already. The ugly smile falls away from his face. What replaces it is uglier. If I weren't under instruction to follow your lead, this would be a very different conversation. Yeah? Well, you are, so shut up and deal with it. She shakes her head in disgust. God, I wish that we didn't. We need you to finish this job. His lip curls into a sneer. Sadly for all of us, you do. Oh, and by the way, we're going to have words when this run is over, Mouse. A stream of caustic syllables pours out of the elf's mouth. His back is stooped under the weight of his pack, and his hands are clenched into fists. He rolls his eyes and points a bony finger at the elf. Look, it's trying to speak. I want to get this over with, Flatline. I want to get away from this people and go home.
Okay, we'll get away from these people.
Specifically, James, because I don't like him. There it is. That's door 303. Ah. No, it's not. Cyberdeck in decking. Yeah, I don't have decking 5. I got decking like what, 2? 3? How much decking do I got? Oh, okay. I got decking 3. Good enough. This trenchily designed panel reads, Apartment 303! A slick high-grade keypad has been mounted into the doorframe. I'll just use the keypad. What's the code? 1421291. 14291. Code accepted. Welcome, homeowner. Thanks. I'll be in here. It's kind of a mess in here. Moving the painting aside, you find a large maintenance access panel. Jenna steps forward, a slight frown on her face. Okay, I guess that this is me. She pulls a multi-tool from her belt and uses it to loosen the bolts that hold the panel in place. Pulling up a schematic on her PDA, she examines the terminal's wiring. Hurry it up, woman. The time is ticking. Yeah, the time is ticking. The clock is ticking. Don't rush me. This is complicated. Popping the lid on her toolbox, she grabs a pair of wire clippers, a soldering gun, and a roll of electrical tape. With a look of grim determination on her face, she begins to snip it into the massive harness of cables that runs through the unit. Alright, she taps the elf on the knee. I'm gonna need that thing now. He nods and reaches back into his to unsling his pack. Placing it on the floor, he opens it and pulls out a large blue canister. It takes all of his strength to wrestle it up to the ground and into the space in the access panel that Jaina has cleared. There you go, you dumb ox. Do something useful for a change. The elf says nothing. Unburdened by the heavy pack, he stands up straight, and for the first time, you appreciate how much larger he is than the corporate mage. He stares down at James as his hand bunched into fists. James, for the last time, keep your damn mouth shut. I'll say whatever all of you shut up. You're distracting me. The mage falls silent, and Jaina goes back to work. It only takes a few minutes for her to screw, wire, and solder the canister into the harness. She inspects her work, nods, and then turns to face you. She stands and brushes her hair off her eyes. Alright, job's done. Just need to do a bit of cleanup and we can get out of here. That's it? She taps the screen for PDA. According to this, yes. The panel's security system should be inactive. Let's move then. To hell with the cleanup. We'll be gone before anyone notices anything anyway. You sure that whatever you did disarmed the security system? She shrugs. Not really. I have no idea what the canister was, or what it's supposed to do. Our employers told me that I had to wire it into the wall at this junction, so I did. That's all I know. I'm not comfortable with how little we know about this run. The mage sneers. You haven't been doing this long, have you? The lodge doesn't tell you things that you don't need to know, and you don't ask. Your job is to do what they tell you, take the money, keep your mouth shut about it afterward. It's all very simple. The lodge? The mage's eyes widen incredulously. Wow, I sure do love being interrupted when I'm recording! Anyway, how I hope everyone's doing real good. You don't even know who you're working for, do you? You're leading this team and you don't have a clue. Janet cuts in, her eyes wide. Both of you shut up! Somebody's coming! Oh no, it's the people that we talked to, oh my god! A tall, deeply tanned man rounds the corner at a jog and comes bustling into the room. You recognize him as the father that you spoke with at the Augment Tech kiosk. He stops short when he sees your team and the smile falls from his face. You're the lady from the cyberware kiosk! What the hell is going on here? He advances on you, full of bluster and bravado. This is my apartment. I own it. You can't just waltz in here and start pulling the walls apart without my consent. Technically, that's not true because you don't own it. The building owns it. You are renting it. We're maintenance. Look at the uniforms. Yeah, I see that. But that doesn't give you the right to force your way into my home and start tearing up my walls. At the very least, you should have given me advance notice. James shoots you an irritated glance. This is a waste of time, and I'm already running late. If you don't take care of this idiot, I will. The elf barks something out at James. The sound is uncharacteristically ugly, all harsh consonants and sibilant hisses. Keep your mouth shut, James. I'll talk this out with our friend here. He bristles. Talk this out? The hell with that. We have a job to do, and he's in the way. Deal with him and do it fast so that we can get back on track. The homeowner looks shocked, but he recovers quickly. He takes a step towards James, his hands balled into fists. All right, buddy, you've asked for it. I want to know your employee number. I want to know it now. I'm a member of the Homeowners Association for this level. You know what that means? I have a lot of pull with building management. He thrusts an outstretched finger at James. Your days wearing that uniform are numbered. I promise you that. Calm down, sir. There must be a problem at dispatch. You should have received a work order last week. I didn't receive a thing from dispatch, or for anyone else for that matter. My wife and I are attending guests here in an hour and a half, and our living room is ruined. I need to know that you're going to fix this, and that you'll clean the place back up, and that you'll put a new coat of wax on the floors. I need... The hell with that. To the hell with it. I don't have time for this. His hands twist into claws, and he raises them high. An instant later, they are wreathed in an unnatural purple glow. James, stand down! We do not need to kill this man. A panic button.
Oh no.
The glow intensifies into a scintillating torrent of light. The energy lances and stabs out of James' hooked fingers as if they were alive. The man in the doorway recoils in alarm, and his palm slaps down on a plastic disc that has been clipped to his belt. Too late, you recognize the object. A panic button. Oh no! The air fills with a cacophonous wail of screaming alarms. James jerks back, his concentration broken. From down the hall, you can distinctly hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching at a run. Meanwhile, the homeowner backpedals, trying to put a wall between himself and James. He's moving too slowly. Much too slowly. Too slowly. Don't let him get away! Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. An incomprehensible screech cuts off the mage's sentence. In your peripheral vision, you catch a flurry of motion. Your elvish companion is moving, making a beeline towards James. Janet's hanging off him, trying to slow him down, but he barely seems to notice. Stop, damn it! We need him alive to complete the run! With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then turns back toward James. Scrub the mission and attack James. I'm with you, pal. To hell with that lodge, and to hell with this run. The mage half turns from the elf to you, his eyes wide with alarm. The ethereal glow in his hand flickers and sparks. Jana screams something, but with the blood pounding in your ears, you can't make out the words. James' jaw drops open. You're on him before he can speak. Oh. Well, there's a reason I had the full auto-fire ability. That didn't do much. She has a fucking taser and a pistol. I'll take the pistol. Oh. Sure. And now James is dead. The run is ruined. And everything is horrible. You need to get into cover because you have a life. Captain. Haha. Bitch. Do I have grenades on me? No, I have medkits. It's good enough to me. That's about as much as I expected. That was a very bad miss. You know, I think I hate myself. Just, you know, for a very good reason. What's a fucking taser even gonna do? What's the purpose of a taser? What it do though? Fuck. Sure. Ouch. Owie. I have a shotgun. This'll work. No, it won't. This is the best I fucking got. That's really good. I'm glad that's the best I got. You could just, I don't know. Hit him with your stick. Yeah, good job. Not good job. There we go. That's what we all want. We all want that. Nice. And then you just fucking shoot her. Good job, you killed someone. You murderer! They had a life! Probably. Well, I don't know. To me, they're just people that want to shoot me. Come along, for an elf. We'll have a good time making you not be dead. That was mean. That was also mean. There's a very good reason why we don't take meanness in this country. All right. Nice. Bet money. Throw a grenade. Get sort of action points. Easy as that. Now he can't throw a grenade, but he can. And now he can't. Sure. From where you're standing, just shoot at him. My knee popped, and now I'm happy. This way, please. Thank you. There we go. Just sliced off his fucking leg. I don't need to fucking go this way, dude. I'll just stand myself here. There's 2 people in there. I don't need to worry about them. This ain't my mission no more. This ain't my job. We gone, fam. We outie. As the youth would say. They have a mage. That's when things get personal. When they have a mage. Skedaddle skadoodle. We need to fucking get out of here. That's how the beam ends. It's not skedaddle skadoodle, your dick is now a noodle. No, no. No, no, no. It's skedaddle skadoodle, we need to fucking get out of here. Or else we're all gonna get fucking shot. And or lit on fire by a mage. Why would you shoot a shotgun at that range? It's like something I would do. Which I'm pretty sure at some point I have done this. Not personally attacked a building, but I have probably shot a shotgun in this range, or at that range in this game. Not in real life, I don't have a shotgun. That was loud. Are you the only guy down here? Sure hope so. This way, please. Thank you. Mer. Mer. Oh. That's... And he immediately... This is good, because that means... That means... Which of these? Which is that one? That means that. I will worry about certain things later. Like what to do with this guy. Did you just fucking punch your own spirit? You're a retard. Ow! That hurt. And now you're dead. Please don't attack Dana. 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 I'll say Dana. Are there guards over here, Dana? No? Okay, good. Elf, follow Dana so she doesn't die. Please. Please. I'll go this... No, I'll follow this way. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot. Haha. Oh. And I'm targeted. Of course I am. I will... I don't know what I'll do. I'll deal with this later. I'll deal with being on fire when I have to. Isn't that how it always goes? If you're on fire, you just deal with it when you can. He's not having a good time. Look, bud, certain things need to happen. And these certain things are, stop punching me. I'm still on fire. I said I'd deal with it. And I am dealing with it. I don't like being on fire. Especially not Inferno, because that means I take 10 damage instead of 5 damage. Ow! That's what happens. Oh, that fight's still not happening. That fight's not happening right now, which is a good thing. Nice. Good job, me. It's over here. There's a guy there. Ow. Please don't die. You're one of the guys I don't want to die. Boop. Go over here. Please and thank you. Mostly because you have the most health. Yeah, sure. Do that. You missed. I'm glad that you're so good with your gun. He's probably going to die. And I will be sad. There we go. That's what we all want. Probably. That's not very good. Yes. No, but also yes. Ow. He's standing in the open. Shoot him. Shoot him to death. There we go. And gradually kill him. I don't care about my safety.
I care about the fact that I missed. That's what I care about.
I also care about that. Everyone's in the open. Who are you gonna target? Who are you gonna target? Probably him.
Meh. Meh.
That's how he sounds. He just went "Meh," and died. Gladly, so did James. I consider this a run well spent. Unless someone's following me, which in that case, we're all gonna die. She has the most health. That's not fair. She took like no fucking damage. I double-crossed the lodge. What's gonna happen? Nice. The cavernous tunnel of the U-Bahn line stretches out before you. In the dim fluorescence of the station's lights, it looks like it stretches on forever. Jaina stares at you through red-rimmed eyes. You killed him. James. He was a prick, but we needed him. By scrubbing the mission, you probably killed me too. Calm down, you'll be fine. Yeah, sure, because the lodge is really forgiving, right? Her voice is full of venom. I'm sure that they'll just forget all about how we didn't do what they sent us here for. And the debt that I went on this run to clear. I'm sure they'll forget about that, too. Her composure cracks. Trembling, she raises her hand to hide her face. Oh god, I'm fucking dead. They're gonna kill me and I can't... She dabs. Yeet! Yalla! I don't fucking know. She doubles over, sobbing. What am I going to do? The elf steps forward. Gently, he rests his hand on her shoulder. She raises her head up to look up in response. He exhales heavily, and a jumble of broken German pours out of his mouth. You will help. Keep safe. Large men, bastards. No give harm. We together go. Outside Berlin. Your people out as well. Jana blinks up at him, but holds her silence. You'll be fine with this guy. Could have let him die and then she would just fucking balled herself silly. I think he's trying to say that he'll protect you. You'll need to get your people out of the city, though. She blinks away the tears, scowling. Yeah, I got that. I'm thinking. After a long pause, she looks back up the elf and nods. Alright. We'll go back home, get my boyfriend and my cat, and we'll run. Buy your cat. You can just buy a new one. Is the lodge gonna fucking kill your cat? We'll all go to wherever the hell you're taking us. Red-faced, she glances over her shoulder at you. You've ruined my life. I want you to know that. Once an organization like the Lodge gets its hooked into you, it never lets go. If you think that finishing this run would have changed anything, you're fooling yourself. She stares at you for a long moment, her cheeks flushed. Slowly, she turns back to the elf, a miserable expression on her face. Together, they board the train. With nothing left to do here, you follow them. And then we fuck. We don't, but, you know. Your return trip to the cruise bazaar is a lonely one. You spend the ride in quiet contemplation. The bugs that you were meant to plant in Aylshire's penthouse rattle in your pocket. A cheerful sound, an intangible reminder of your decision to scrub the run. Your audition is over. The Lodge, whoever they are going to find themselves a new other runner. Also, fun fact, those bugs weren't bugs. Those bugs were quite the opposite.
They were explosives.